What a great turnout. That's all everybody who's here. Can we just fill up some support seats? We're going to be a little crowded. We got 4 companies presenting. I just want to make sure everybody's comfortable before we get started. Before we get started, I just want to share a little story. It's a true story. Somebody I know works at another law firm, a very prestigious and well-known firm. And he told me he was working long and hard on a case. It's a big case for months, working. And last Tuesday, the judge passed a verdict against him and against the client. Lost the case. Very unfortunate. But on Wednesday, this lawyer goes up to the judge and says, hey, I just found out very important new information that I need to file an appeal today. The judge says, what's the information? I just found out my client has $100,000 more. That firm was not Shibolet LLP. Here we pride ourselves on the highest standards of ethics, integrity, and honesty. In January of 2016, we'll be celebrating our 40th year. And you don't get to be 40 years old if you're not doing everything right. And what in particular, we value the values of honesty, integrity, and a steadfast and dedicated approach to placing clients first. And that keeps our family of clients. Many of you are here, coming back every time. I'd like to thank the people who helped us set up here tonight. And that includes Meital Dror, Michal Greenberg, Daniel Friedman, Ilya, Yesenia, Joanna, Amanda, and so many more. A big shout out goes out to all of you for coming out here and becoming part of this industry innovators community that makes it so special. This Industry Innovators Forum provides the opportunity for leading entrepreneurs to present their business ventures to investors and high-level executives. This evening is designed to generate new business relationships while discovering strategic professional opportunities and great companies. Tonight, 4 companies will be presenting. SlamAd, Intelligently Interactive, Via, and In-App Ad. We'll have brief presentations from all 4 companies, followed by a short Q&A session for each. Our 5th company, Wandering Bear Coffee, that makes cold brew iced coffee, had an equipment malfunction in their kitchen tonight, and that is a true story. And they unfortunately will not be able to. What's that?
I saw those guys yesterday.
Okay. Okay. Let's get started with SlamAd. SlamAd is a mobile messaging app with a new, unique way to engage users. SlamAd owns the advertising space in the text bubble. And for advertisers, this is the holy grail of mobile advertising. The right ad at the right time to a highly engaged user. SlamAd makes money simply just by SlamAd users make money simply by texting just like they do all day. The speaker will be the company's CEO, Mark Lehman, who's just a great guy and a very well-connected guy. Mark. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. I'm Mark Lehman, CEO of SlamAd. And with me at the Slam guys, Lenny, CFO, and Stephen, also co-founder and president. Thanks for coming out tonight. Lone, Swole, Tal. It's great to see many people I've seen before. So we're going to restart the video. Like I said in the intro, we are a new mobile messaging app that owns the space in the text bubble with a worldwide patent. And instead of keep thinking, you'd understand this if you were teenage girls, I'm just going to show the video. Okay.
Like millions of others, big text is part of your everyday life. Since you're already doing it dozens of times a day, you might as well get paid for it, right? Right. That's where SlamAd comes in. Using SlamAd is like putting money in the bank every day without having a second thought. That's because the more you text, the more you earn. And that's real cash in your free SlamAd. Here's how to get SlamAd working. First, we use username Or do something cool like saving towards college with an investment fund. Or simply cash out. Text anyone you want, all at the time. SlamAd automatically places a valuable text ad or one of the regular tips in all this local or national retailers. Text and make money automatically without thinking twice. There's no contract, and it's totally free. Check your balance, waiting for electronic gift cards, or just get paid. It's that easy. You keep making money on a daily basis. Congratulations. Now you've got SlamAd working for you.
Great, everyone hear that okay?
Yep.
All right.
Like millions of others.
All right, yeah,
You want to watch it again?
Sign up now.
That's it.
I've had their coffee, it's really good. Thank you. All right, so here's SlamAd. Let me just quickly go through. So, as I had said, we have a new worldwide patent pending technology. SlamAd owns the space in the text bubble. You know, texting, how popular WhatsApp and Line is. And SlamAd rewards users for sending text messages, which users love and are addicted to now. And mobile messaging apps are the most popular, fastest growing mobile technology out there. Taking a true lean startup approach, we've gotten awesome validation from advertisers and from users. Our target market is 13 to 25-year-olds, and everyone we've shown this to are like, wow, how do I get this? How do I start making money? And our users text up to 10,000 times a month. You can make up to $50 a month. And these are some of the advertisers that we're working with now that are buying into SlamAd. The market is exploding. Messaging apps will be bigger than social media in 2015. This year, 1.5 billion people will download a mobile messaging app. And that is incredible growth, 900 million this year. So SlamAd has a great opportunity in the marketplace. So there's a problem now with mobile messaging. You think of Line, you think of WhatsApp, and all these companies have problems and trouble monetizing mobile messaging. The click-through rates on mobile banner ads is 0.2%. You see growth, you see users, but no one's making money off of it. Unsolicited ads don't work. So this is where SlamAd comes in. So you can see here in the demo, 2 college students texting back and forth. Hey, are you hungry? Let's go out to dinner. Boom. They get an ad, a special ad, specifically targeted to them about Domino's Pizza. And so you can think of us as SlamAd does for mobile messaging what Google AdWords does for search. So that is the magic of SlamAd. So here's our revenue model, B2C, advertising. We have text ads, video ads, smart ads, rich data ads, any type of ad we can put into the text bubble. And then we also are going to introduce content, gaming, and commerce to be a mobile messaging platform, an entertainment platform. We also have a B2B model. We're going to license the API and white label our technology for other companies to use, and also for other messaging apps as well. We launched just about a month ago at NYC Tech Day, and our goal was to get 500 users. We just passed 4,000, growing very, very quickly. Very excited about that. So we got introduced to this event here. And so these are all the marketing and growth strategies that are tried and true for getting an app out there and to get further explosive growth. This is the team, the management team. Up there, shorter hair, is Stephen Lay, our idea man, Anthony, who couldn't be here right now. Don't want to bore you with the numbers, of course, up and to the right, exactly, across the board. Revenue, users. We expect to have 8.5 million users within 1 year. And here's the plan. Fundraising timeline, 2014, we raised an angel round, developed an app at 1.25 million seed round. And now we're going for our Series A, 5 million raised. We're launching the app. It's now available on Android. See any of us afterwards to see a demo. And we're launching iOS just in time for the school year to start in August. So that's it. That's SlamAd. mobile messaging. We own the text space in the bubble. If you have any questions afterwards, please see any of us. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll start with some, so you just launched at Tech Day?
Yes.
You got 4,000 users?
Yes.
How, you've got to get to, you want to get to 8, you said you want to get to 8.5 million by the end of the year.
Yes, 8.5 million.
How are you going to do that?
That's a great question. So of all the grid you saw of all the messaging marketing tactics we have branding, performance marketing, CPI marketing as well. And we have experts for how to spend the $5 million we're going to get in our Series A. And also, super important, that it is a highly viral app. We will insert our own ads into SlamAd, and so when users can text anyone, you don't have to have the SlamAd app. You can text anyone, and they will get it, and so we will be passing on the SlamAd message to other people.
You mentioned WhatsApp and Line. Do you think that your the SlamAd will be used like in conjunction with those, or as a replacement for things? People are so married and passionate about their texting and their apps.
Yes, that's a great question. So, what is the switching cost for that? Well, for us, for 13 to 25-year-olds with our testing, what we've seen with users already, they love being rewarded. They love making up to $50 a month. With WhatsApp, Line, they don't get anything. For us, you can pay for your cell phone bill, pay for your weekend activities, and a lot of other things. We found that people are open to switching over, and we're not mutually exclusive. You can use multiple messaging apps like a lot of teenagers do.
We were, just to throw, we are open to Line, WhatsApp, Yahoo, Google buying us out, absolutely. Our technology, we're not ashamed.
Go ahead. And just to say your name?
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm really interested in the payment side of this. So you've got these micro payments. Obviously, you can make up to $50 a month. I'm assuming your average user is making more like the $1 to $5 range. Am I right on that? Maybe less?
It's more than that right now. It's, like, we are finding that our users are texting 3,500 to 10,000 times a month. Like it's off the charts how much people are texting.
So average user is making how much a month right now?
So I'd say the average user is making somewhere in the $25 range.
Okay, great. So you're getting that out to their bank account how?
Well, we have it, the way we have it now, so is that we have over 200 gift cards integrated into our app. And so here, I don't know why I'm doing this, because I'm not able to see it. But here, you can see the gift cards are integrated here, and you just click on one, like say Amazon. Yeah, and you just redeem it within the app. Instant, and you get a code that you go to Amazon to use it.
You said you can also just take cash out of the system.
Yeah, so you can link it. So that's a feature we have doing the testing on it now. It'll go live that you can link your PayPal account to have cash just go directly.
You're link PayPal, so you're going to eat the baggage and the interchange on that, or say
Cash will be at it.
Cash will be at a
different
premium, right, it'll be at a
redemption,
premium.
Yes.
okay.
We want you to take the gift card.
Yeah, because you get hurt badly on that, right?
Yes,
If
right,
you
you
have
absolutely
1,000
right.
users sign up,
Yeah.
do one message a month, you're actually losing money on the payout, right?
Remember,
in the
beginning,
beginning,
yes.
it's
Yeah.
not the 1,000 texts, it's the ads that are being sent that's generating the
We're being
points.
paid for placing those ads, okay, and then they're engaging.
So I'm just going to go in the order. I'm just going to go in the order I saw the hands.
How much better is the click-through rate over display?
That's a great question. So, we just launched, and so we have 4,000 users. So, it's what's going to happen. So, the click-through rate on just mobile banner ads is anywhere between 0.1 and 0.2%, and we're seeing click-through rates north of 1% within the text bubble. And especially if it's a special offer. Like what we're doing is our sales team is going out and getting special offers, and so that if you're a college student and you are into sports, you'll get Nike ads about basketball shoes. If you like food, you'll get Domino's pizza ads. And we're working with them to give special offers that are better if you can't see anywhere else to get higher click-through rates even there.
One thing that I think kind of stands out about like a WhatsApp or a Viber is the connectivity that you get if you're, for instance, talking to someone internationally. So do you guys have that same type of capability that you're planning on building in? Because I think that's one piece where, necessarily where you could just iMessage someone on an iPhone today if they're international.
That's a great question. Like WhatsApp exploded because they offered free text messaging. You didn't have to pay SMS, which is a big benefit internationally. with us, we definitely we have plans to expand internationally, especially in Asia, India, Western Europe, Eastern Africa. And what we are doing is we're already working with some of the carriers there as part of our B2B model to become pre-loaded on the device in those countries in which the per capita income is a lot lower, to hopefully pay for people's cell phone bill for having SlamAd in countries in which they're not as rich as, say, the United States.
That'll be the most profitable market on the MVNOs because of the payout on redemption.
Let me just, I want to keep it flowing. I'm going to ask one last question if I may, and then we'll go to the next company. Tell us a little bit about the valuation you're looking at and a little bit terms of the round.
Yeah, sure. So we closed 1.25 million round and $15 million valuation. The valuation comes from the worldwide patent on the technology, the explosiveness of the growth, and the oversubscription we had to the round. And so we're looking at a 25 million post on the $5 million raise.
Okay. Guys, it looks like we have a lot of questions. Markling is going to be right here. He'll be staying here for some time. Please feel free to follow up with him directly afterwards. And by the way, just so everybody knows, after the event, we're going to send an email around to everybody who's here with all the details for all the companies and the videos that are being recorded, so anybody can, who's too shy to write a check in front of everybody. Okay.
Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay. Our next company is Via. Via is re-engineering public transit. Everybody here probably knows Via already, but their users book seats using an app. The Via algorithm then matches them with a premium SUV going their way. The rides are shared, so it helps reduce the number of cars on the road and keeps prices low. Via currently operates in New York and will be expanded to additional cities soon. We have Ori Klein, who's VP of Finance and Analytics. Ori.
Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Vital. It's our second time here, so great to be back. I want to tell you a bit about what problem we're set out to solve and kind of how we think about that problem. But before we start, I'd like to start with a quick survey. So raise your hands if you're taking a taxi to get here today. That's it? Yeah?
A little bit louder, a little bit louder, a little bit louder, a little bit louder.
A little closer to you now.
Okay. Over there as well. So keep your hands up if you paid less than $7 for that taxi. Yeah. So that's exactly the problem we're set out to solve. I mean, cities have been getting more and more difficult to get around in. Obviously, public transit infrastructure is not catching up with population growth. Taxis are a good solution, but it's not the most efficient way to get people around from one place to another. And obviously, car ownership is declining across the country. So the way we at Via think about solving the problem is we want to create a marketplace for seats. And in a way that we can help people book a seat that will get them from where they are to where they need to get for a very affordable cost. And in order to, as we think about that, we really think the market we're after is not just the taxi and Uber market, which it's a very large and sizable market, but also the even larger kind of U.S. public transit market. People are taking public transportation, people are taking buses, and we really want to help those people get to where they need to in a more convenient, in a better way, and in a very affordable way. So how do we do that? In order to create a marketplace for seats, there's actually three things that we need to solve. One is we need to have a really good way to match people with cars. The other one is we need to create an operational model that allows us to streamline the entire operation and make sure it's efficient for everyone who's using it. And the third is we really need to be able to kind of monitor and control it in real time. So let me talk a bit about the first one. So what we do, what the Via system does, is basically every time someone on his app books a ride, our system looks at all available vans that are in the city at the same time, and then makes a decision regarding who is the best van to serve that specific ride based on origin, location, and destination, based on how many people are in that car, based on traffic conditions. And then once that decision is made and that person books the ride, the system automatically updates the navigation software of the driver. So for example, we might have a driver going downtown with 3 passengers. He might be going down Park Avenue, but now someone else books a ride, and now it makes more sense to move over to Fifth Avenue, so that car would be rerouted to be more to be able to facilitate that ride. And in order to really streamline that entire process, we can't really afford to pick up people from exactly where they are. So we need to ask people to walk a couple of blocks to a more convenient pickup location so we can minimize the number of turns and the number of stops our cars are making. So in real time, basically, we're identifying the best location for that person to get picked up, and we ask the person to walk there and then route the vehicle to get there. And in order to make that decision, there's multiple factors that really go into that. One of them is there are a lot of different, for each car, there are a lot of different possibilities and a lot of potential meetup points. We need to figure out which one is the best based on traffic conditions, based on street conditions, based on where the car is headed, and so forth. And the experience that creates for the customer is really like a virtual bus stop. So we tell someone, walk to the corner of Lex and 69th Street. We'll pick you up from the northeast corner in front of Chase Bank. And that's very similar to walking to your next door bus stop in a way that's very intuitive and simple for people. Because most of our service is automated, most of the decisions are controlled by our system, we can really use a very small team with a very leveraged model in order to provide really great customer service and high quality service to our customers. So our team is really focused only on addressing customer problems and really providing really great customer service. And at a scale of tens of thousands of rides a week, we can have a team of one to 2 or 3 people really manage that entire operation at scale. So we've been operating in New York for about 1.5 years now. People are very excited about the model. I haven't really mentioned what is the service we offer. Our price point is $5 between 14th Street and 110th Street. For rides that are in vehicles like Suburbans and Escalades and Navigators, so very high quality vehicles. And people love that. And we've recently done a bit of customer research, and one of the interesting things we've seen is that our Net Promoter Score is really very, very high. So we served more than thousands of our customers, and we got a Net Promoter Score of 89, which is way higher than some of the leading brands out there. So people are very excited about our service, which really reflects in our growth, which is more than 90% organic from referrals, and kind of that has really proven to us that creating a system that is very affordable but also high quality is something that is really something that people are looking for. So what's next for us? So first of all, we're currently operating in New York between 14th Street and 110th Street. There's still a lot of room to grow. We're right now at tens of thousands of rides a week. We plan to get to hundreds of thousands of rides a week by the end of next year. Right now, we're only operating during the weekdays. We will probably pretty soon open a weekend service, so there's a lot of room to grow within the New York market. We plan to expand to 2 to 3 other large cities in the U.S. this year. I can talk about short list, but those are probably the usual candidates. So DC, Chicago, San Francisco. And then lastly, we're looking to package our technology as a software solution that then we can sell to corporate campuses, to universities, in order to augment their existing transportation network and provide a layer of kind of more a smarter, more sophisticated way of offering kind of either residents or students or employees in that campus. And that's it. Happy to answer any questions.
I'm going to start by turning back to Simon.
Hi. So first I want to thank you. My wife used to take 3-4 taxis a day, and she uses Via consistently and personally saved us a ton of money.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Really, a ton of money. But begs the question, how do you make money selling rides at $5 a ride?
Yeah.
I don't understand how
So we get that question a lot, obviously. So our model is really built on operating at scale. And at scale, and we're not very far from scale right now, we can get 3, 4, 5 people in a car for 20-minute rides, and then as you think about the turnover, that adds up, and we can really build a business out of it. Yeah.
Now, let's say you're one person that has 3 other people with you. Does that come into account on this app? Like, are you able to say, okay,
Yes.
I'm me, but we have 3 people with us, and does that still apply?
Yes, the answer is yes. You are able to book rides for parties, and we currently offer a 50% discount for kind of the next passenger. So if you kind of book it for 4 people, you pay $250 for every additional passenger. Yeah.
So sometimes I rent a car, I try to pick up my friends if we're going somewhere for the weekend. I tell them what car to stand on, and some people are smarter than others geographically,
Right.
and they get the corner wrong or something like that, and I'm looking around.
Right.
So you've got this risk of human error in picking up multiple people, adding travel time. So what kind of error rate are you having, and how much longer is it taking each trip based on that?
Yeah, that's a great question because, no matter how smart the system you put together, there's always the human element, right? So that's part of the key reason we have a team of kind of an operations team that's currently monitoring the service. And I think there's 2 answers to your question. The first one is, surprisingly, the rate of errors is not very high. It exists, but it's not very high. It's sub 1%, I would say. And the second one is, people are also kind of flexible, right? So people kind of understand you're not in the right corner. Our service officer, you can text us, and we will text you right back. So you can text us, okay, I'm here, where's the car? We will tell you the car is 2 blocks away, or the car is 2 minutes delayed because it got, it's behind a garbage truck on 57th Street. Or we can tell you, no, you're not at the right location. We're waiting for you at 58th Street and whatever. That's kind of how we manage it.
Zach.
Could you talk through the idea of licensing the platforms? I know Lyft was in a similar business. They were originally Zimride before they pivoted to compete with Uber. And I'm just curious about the logic behind licensing the Via technology to campuses and to folks and the thinking behind that.
Right. I mean, so there's a lot of interest in the transportation world, not only for corporate campuses but also for small municipalities. There's a lot of thinking about how can we make our existing public transportation assets more utilized, more efficient, and more attractive for the population. So what we are offering is basically an on-demand component to that service that you can really put on top of what you already have, and kind of really transform your system, or part of your system. Doesn't have to be your entire system. It can be another layer of your system, to be really an on-demand service that allows people to book rides from wherever they are when they want.
Just again, I want to keep this flowing. Last question here is, are you conducting a round? Are you raising funds?
So we've recently raised $27 million in our Series B round. We're currently not. So we all in all, we raised $37 million in 2 investment rounds. Series A was last March, and more recently, about 2 months ago, we closed our Series B, which was around $27 million. We will not be raising another round for the next few months, but it's probably not going to be very long after that.
And what's your, would you guys vision to stay independent, to be acquired? If Uber comes along, and it's not about are you keenly set on your own vision, an independent vision, or what's the strategy?
We're here to build a business, and that's what we're focused on right now. We're not really focused on getting building a business in New York and in additional cities.
Ori Klein is right here. Guys, feel free to very interesting business, very successful.